Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. Um, Before I get started, go ahead and subscribe so you can pass this information on to your friends, share it on social media, and if you know anyone else that this may help by giving this information. Okay, first we're going to get started with, I have a lot of people that ask me questions about, I'm stalling on keto. I've been on keto for 3 months, I haven't lost any weight. I'll get these messages and I'll see it on the internet, all different kind of places. And so in this video, I'm going to try to answer some of those questions. We're going to start with macros. The first thing you want to do is everyone always tells you that you can eat all the fat you want on the ketogenic diet. That is true, and especially in maintenance. But however, if you want to lose weight and the maximum weight loss, then here's what you need to do. You're going to take your weight, your current weight, times 4 or 4.5 grams for maximum weight loss, as you can see in my chart. Now, say for example, if you weigh 200 pounds, you would take 200 times zero point 0.4 or zero point 0.5, that's the range you need to be in, to equal the amount of protein grams and fat grams that you need to be taking in. So in this example, that would be 80 grams of fat and protein. Now, when you go in to log in into whatever MyFitnessPal or whatever you use, then don't worry if you got 85 or 75, that's fine. Just stay as close as you can to around this recommended amount and you'll be fine. You'll still lose weight. You don't have to, be exact all the time, and don't start worrying about that. That's perfect. Now, ketone levels. We need to discuss ketone levels. I don't have my meter here to show you as an example, but you need to get your ketone meter. If you're worried about, I don't know what's going on with my diet, this is how you can find out. Okay, get your ketone meter. I've got a link below. You can get you a kit that includes a meter, glucose strips, and ketone strips. So you can check that out below. Now, between zero point 0.5 and 1.5 is light nutritional ketosis, okay? If you're at that level, that's where you're at. Um, if you're around 1.5 to 3, and this is what's called optimal ketosis and recommended for maximum weight loss. So that's where you want to be, between 1.5 and 3 as far as ketone levels. Values over 3 are in the optimal therapeutic zone, usually 3.0 through 5.0. Now, when I'm fasting, this is when this usually occurs. My ketone levels, I believe, average around 4.6. They can go as high as 8 and even 10. Anything over 10 would be ketoacidosis, so if you're type 1 diabetes, you do not want to do that. But if you're type 2, that rarely occurs, so in order to, if you're worried about that, just check your ketone levels with your blood glucose meter, and you'll know where you're at. So you can avoid all that worry. Okay, now next thing we're going to talk about is GKI, your GKI levels. What GKI is, it's the amount of glucose and ketones that are in your bloodstream. So in order to find that out, this is another way to find out where you're at, and especially for diabetics, this is definitely what you need to check. If you're just doing keto and you're not diabetic, then you can just do ketone levels if you'd like. Now, for GKI, you take your glucose. For example, yesterday mine was 114, and then you would divide that by your blood ketone levels, and mine yesterday was 2.7. So then, well, I'm going to give you an example here, though, a different example. If your glucose is 86, you divide that by 18. The number is always 18 that you divide by. And then you divide by your ketone levels. So in this example, it's 3.6. That means your GKI in this example is 1.3. Now, let's go over the different ranges. A 6.9 GKI demonstrates a low level of ketosis. This is appropriate for those who want to lose weight to maintain optimal health. This is a good area zone for maintenance. Now, before I continue on with this, anything over 9, I didn't put 9 on here because if you're over 9, you're not in ketosis. So if you're not trying to be in ketosis, this is something that you would want. Now, so this is still a good idea, I guess, to check both if you want to make sure you're not in ketosis, to know for sure. Now, the second level here is 3.6 GKI, which demonstrates moderate levels of ketosis. So if you're in this range, you're burning moderate levels of ketosis. This is appropriate for addressing many common metabolic diseases, including insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. So if you're type 2 diabetic, then this is a good range for you to be in. Now, a less than 3 GKI is a high level of ketosis. This is usually where I'm at. Matter of fact, yesterday I was 3.3. So, this is a high level of ketosis. This is generally the level for addressing epilepsy and cancers, and you are in a high fat burning mode. So, this is the level I'm talking about, maximum weight loss. If you're in this zone, then you're losing weight pretty quick. You should be. Well, you have to be to be in this zone. But anyway, so now I want to explain to you why both of these levels are important, and if you want to know where you're at. I'm going to briefly talk about intermittent fasting because there's a whole other video I'm going to do about that. But when you're in intermittent fasting, the first thing your body does after you fast it for a while is it all the fat that you've taken in during the daytime. It uses that fat first for fuel. Now, when all the food that you've eaten, that fat's gone, then it switches over to burning your stored fat, which is what you want off your belly, hips, legs, wherever it's at. It uses that fat. That's when you're actually burning body fat. So that's why that's important. That's why intermittent fasting really helps with this. I didn't do intermittent fasting the first time I did keto. There was days that I was like, oh gosh, this is slow. Why is this so slow? Why is the scales moving? So if you're asking yourself these questions, this right here will really help you know where you're at, what you need to do, and what you need to adjust. Mainly it's your macros. Don't keep your carbs down as low as possible. I never go over 30, and that should do it. You should be right where you want to be. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe below so you can remember this information and keep this information on hand. Or I'm going to put a link below to the ultimate guide to the maximum weight loss on the ketogenic diet, which is paperback I put together in a KDF, excuse me, KDP Kindle book. So if you need this information, just click on that link as well if you'd like to. And thank you for watching this video. Thanks.